What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another live streamed episode of Bros Talk MMA. I'm your host, Utica, undeniably the illest cat around, aka Mr. Make This Pick Real Quick. I'm here with my bro host extraordinaire.
You know what it is? It's RayBuck. It's Shackle Jordan. It is Mr. Give me my belt. Hand me my crown.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We're here to cover this weekend's Fight Night card taking place at the Apex. It's going to be headlined by a welterweight matchup between Gilbert Burns and the undefeated Michael Morales. I believe there's 12 fights on this card. We're going to get things started off with the women's strawweight matchup. We got Luana Pinheiro going up against Tisha Pennington. Pennington Torres, whatever you want to call it. We got Pinheiro coming in 3-3 in the UFC, 11-4 overall, and 2-3 in their last 5 fights. We got Pennington coming in. They are 10-7 in the UFC, 14-7 overall, and 3-2 in their last 5 fights. My pick's going to be with Pinheiro in this one by either decision or KO. I just feel like Tisha Pennington, she got away with one in her last fight, if you ask me. I mean, don't get me wrong, Carla Esparza always leaves the door open for folks, which is why, she loses most of the time. And she's not very, threatening anywhere unless you just don't have any grappling. But, I mean, I do believe she did win that fight, and Pennington got away with that one. On top of that, I just feel like Pennington's a little bit, she got a lot going on. She's a mom, she's trying to, do her career still. She's got, a wife who's a former champion, still probably, vying for the title. Huh?
What's her career?
Fighting.
Oh, you said she's trying to do her career. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, well, being a mother.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
They don't got like a full-grown child or even like, that's still a pretty small child.
She was like an auto mechanic or some shit like that. She was trying to still, figure out her career.
Nah.
Okay, cool.
Nah.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry.
It's all good. So I just feel like she has a lot on her plate. Pinheiro, even though she's not like the greatest, I feel like she's still, focused, has the time to especially knowing what's at stake. She's probably fighting for her job in this one. And I think she'll be the better striker in this one. Probably be able to exercise some good takedown defense, keep it on the feet, and just kind of either point Pennington up or actually, be able to overwhelm her, and get her up out of there. But, yeah, my pick will be with Pinheiro.
That's a bad pick. I'm going to go with Tisha Pennington. She does have
This guy telling me about bad picks. Go ahead.
Oh, we want to talk about last card?
I mean, I think we went even.
Oh, no, we didn't. No.
You didn't beat me?
Oh, I didn't lose.
Yeah.
Did I lose the last card?
No.
Okay, then.
You didn't beat me, though.
I'm pretty sure I did, but we're not going to talk about that.
I don't think you did.
Well, you know what I mean? I know I made money on the last card. So, maybe I didn't beat you, but, I picked better underdogs than you did. So, how about that?
I think you might have. I'll give you that. But this ain't an underdog you're picking right here, so that argument's null and void for the time being.
I don't give a fuck.
If you'd like to just get on with it and quit wasting my fucking time, that'd be wonderful.
Ooh, you want to talk about wasting time? Fucking how long have I been here before you fucking set up the camera?
Oh,
fucking
that's
weirdo,
cute.
Whatever, fine.
Buddy, how long did it take you to get over here?
Oh, it took me a little bit of time. Anyway, Tisha Pennington will win this fight. She has more routes to victory. In a way. I mean, Luana Pinheiro.
You need to apologize.
Does have a little bit more subs than Tisha Pennington, but Tisha Pennington has very good ground control. And she has a lot of decision victories. And she has those through ground control, not through striking, not through anything else. She's not a finisher. That's a problem. I don't really generally like people who are decision machines, but Tisha Pennington does have great ground control. Mm-hmm. And I can't just keep going off of the thing of well, she's a decision machine, so I can't bet on her. I've got to bet on her because she's able to just control her counterparts on the ground.
Yeah.
She doesn't finish. I wish she did. I wish she did a lot more. We'll see if that happens. Tisha Pennington for the win. And it will be, if you are into jiu-jitsu and you're into wrestling, it'll be a great fight. If you're not into that, it's going to be a boring one. You should go grab a beer.
I mean, you're not lying. Uh, moving on to the next fight, we have a men's flyweight bout. We got Hung Sung Park going up against Carlos Hernandez. We got Park coming in. They're 2-0 in the UFC, 9-0 overall. We got Hernandez coming in 3-3 in the UFC, 10-4 overall, and 2-3 in their last 5 fights. I'm gonna be going with Park in this one by either decision or KO. I just think that they're gonna be the better overall fighter. I think that they'll definitely be able to keep it on the feet, overwhelm Hernandez, and probably be able to get him out of here. But if not that, then definitely just be able to point fight to victory, keep it from going to the ground. And yeah, I'm gonna be going with Park in this one.
Definitely not going with Park. Going with Carlos Hernandez for the win.
That's dumb. But
How
okay.
do I say this? Politically correct. It's going to be a tough one. I just think Carlos Hernandez has far more routes to victory than Sung Young Park. Just don't believe in him, and that's where I'm going to leave that one at. How about that?
Well, he's one of those cats that actually, doesn't look like, just a typical like road to UFC guy. I'm not even sure if that's where he comes from. To be totally honest, he might actually
Pretty sure it is.
got in off of what he needed to do.
Nope.
Yeah, no, he's not road to UFC. Oh, okay, he got a couple in there.
A couple in there. Yeah.
All right, never mind.
What were the names? Can we, if you don't mind, please scroll and tell me the 2 names of the road to UFC guys that he battled with, so to speak.
I was just okay. Jeremiah Sirigar and Topnoy Kiram. But then he came in and he fucking gave Sung Guk Choi the business, and then gave Shannon Ross the business here most recently, which isn't like a big deal, but his striking looks really good. Carlos Hernandez doesn't got the best striking. He's going to have to get this to the ground as soon as possible.
For sure, I agree with that.
I just don't know if he'll be able to. So.
Yeah, I can agree. I mean, I'm not saying your pick is bad, and your assessment is right on point. But again, my pick is with Carlos Hernandez.
Got you. I feel you. Moving on to a women's strawweight bout, we have Denise Gomes going up against Elise Reed. Damn, I got mixed up. Never mind. Anyway, we got Gomes coming in 4-2 in the UFC, 10-3 overall, and 4-1 in their last 5 fights. We got Reed coming in 4-4 in the UFC, 8-4 overall, and 3-2 in their last 5 fights. I'm gonna be going with Reed in this one by either decision or submission. I just feel like Reed's one of those sleepers. Like she's not the greatest. She's not gonna, vie for the title or anything like that. But she's good at just like exposing folks. And I think Denise Gomes is kind of one of those folks, like, I don't think she'll be going on a title run ever really. And hasn't really fared well, against stiffer competition. I feel like, Elise Reed's going to be somebody who can wear on their gas tank, potentially get them to the ground and just kind of control them there. It's just kind of one of those type fights where you think the logical, pick is Gomes. She's just going to probably roll up in there and knock Elise Reed out. But this is exactly one of those fights where Elise Reed just, basically is able to just shut down Gomes' offense And it's going to be a boring fight, but she's going to win by decision. So I'm going to be going with Reed in this one.
Elise Reed is a base model 1999 Honda Civic. It's a D16Y7, I believe. Durable. Durable as fuck. It's going to get you to work. But Denise Gomes is a slightly newer version with the twin dual overhead cams. About 30 more horsepower. And that's exactly how I explained this fight.
This guy.
Right? She's going to win by a car length. It's not an exciting fucking race, right? Like, it's still like a 16 to 18 second quarter mile. Like, no one wants to see that shit.
Jeez.
You know what I mean? So, but Denise Combs gets it done. I mean, in her, because she has like a cold air intake, exhaust system. You know what I mean? And then like some like underwire lights.
No,
you know, that makes her cool.
If anybody's gonna finish this fight, it's gonna be Gomes. She freaking she's got the power in her hands. You know, she'll probably have the better striking. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know if it's like point striking. I feel like it's gonna be either she has to get her out of here, or eventually she's gonna start losing steam, and then Elise Reed just gonna come on and just be like I said,
Elise Reed
she's just gonna stick around and
Elise Reed
outlast her.
is a zombie. She is a zombie. She will just fucking ride the whole fight out and have the same amount of energy. So yeah, Denise Gomes needs to get her out earlier than later. Mm-hmm. But again, so if it does go to a decision, Denise Gomes wins the first 2 rounds. So that's my take on it. But Elise Reed is going to fight as hard as she can all 3 rounds. Denise Gomes could definitely gas out.
Yeah.
So I can't disagree with your assessment.
I feel you. Appreciate that.
You know what I mean? I mean, don't get too high on yourself. You know what I mean? I'll give you a little credit on who you are and the things you say and whatever. But just be easy, okay?
Just said
I don't want your fucking head to get too fucking big.
Just said appreciate.
I know you did, but just you know what I mean? Just so you know.
Anyway, moving on to another women's bout in the bantamweight division, we got Luana Santos going up against Tainara Lisboa. We got Santos coming in 3-1 in the UFC, 8-2 overall, and 4-1 in their last 5 fights. We got Lisboa coming in 2-0 in the UFC, 7-2 overall, and they are currently riding a 5-fight win streak. I'm going to be going with Santos in this one by either decision or KO. I just believe that, I don't know about KO, maybe decision or submission. My apologies on that one. Yeah, I just, feel like they're not just like one of those grapplers that's like, she's a aggressive grappler. She's going to look to get Lisboa to the ground immediately. Now Lisboa, she's not going to be easy by any means. And, she's actually the favorite going into this fight. But I just feel like Santos is going to get this one done. Yeah, I'm going to go with Santos on this one.
I think that's a perfect assessment. Santos is not a finisher, but she does have great takedown offense. She's definitely going to get Lisboa to the ground, and at that point, I feel like Lisboa is going to be a fucking turtle on her shell. And that's just going to be is what it is.
I think she's going to give her a run for her money on the ground, but it's just I think Santos is going to be better on the ground, whereas Lisboa would probably be better if she kept it on the feet.
It would be better. I agree with you. I completely agree with you. Lisboa definitely has better hands than Santos does, but she's not going to be able to stop the takedown. And Lisboa, like I said, is a turtle on the ground. She's not good from her back. She's not good on trying to figure that out. So Santos for the win. You know what I mean, we're just gonna agree on it, bro. I'm not gonna, go too too crazy on you yet. Like, there's some other fights where I can fucking,
Well, I
like,
mean, we already
I'm
started
gonna
out off
fucking.
on the wrong foot.
No, we
So.
didn't. No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No, why?
Because you picked Pennington and Hernandez right off the fucking bat.
Well, because they're fucking bad picks by you.
And
Like, that's not a
Gomes,
problem.
right?
Yeah, I picked Gomes.
Yeah, that's 3 in a row, bro. This is the first one we've agreed on.
No, you know what I mean. But like, I appreciated your feeling, I guess.
Yeah.
Or your analyzation of the shit. You know what I mean? If that's a word. Analysis. That's the word. Go
There
ahead.
you go. There you go. Moving on to a men's featherweight bout, we have Connor Matthews going up against Yadir De Valle. We got Matthews coming in 0-2 in the UFC, 7-3 overall, and 2-3 in their last 5 fights. We got Deval coming in, making their UFC debut, 8-0 overall. I'm gonna be going with Matthews in this one though, by either decision or sub. Homeboy that's coming in here, Deval, you know, he beat this one dude who, you know, was at the press conference at a different event, you know, lobbying to be in shit. So, I mean, I don't really know how you really gauge that. Did he beat some stiff competition, or was that dude really just the bum, you know, and Dana White just he had a moment, you know, and Dana White was in a good mood and, you know, let him fight, but then ultimately that dude ended up not being all that great on, you know, a lower level fight league that they placed him up against this guy on. So I'm gonna go with Matthews, just given his UFC experience, his grappling, and yeah, just most likely being able to outlast this dude if Homeboy is not able to get him out of there.
So I can't recall the name of the dude that, like. So what he did is he basically, it was like a weigh-in or like a press conference kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he said, I don't have a question for you, Dana White. I just want to fight for the UFC. And Dana White was like, come up here, and you know what I mean? Nonsense, whatever.
Yeah, I remember
and
that
then
guy.
so that guy went and fought in the Korean Zombies League because he has his own fight league. And the Korean Zombie kind of explained to Dana White, like, this guy's been an asshole because he believes he's a UFC fighter at this point because you brought him up on stage and blah, blah, blah. So he's expecting all these extra fucking red Skittles or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Not necessarily that, but you know what I mean? Like, and then he got not starched, but he went to a decision versus this guy. And this guy fucking beat his ass. And that being said, like, a bitch ass motherfucker like that got his ass beat by this dude. And like, I'm not saying this dude's a bitch ass motherfucker, but like, whatever, right? Like, he got the fucking, I think it's almost like a, like, fuck you to that other guy. Like, I'm gonna bring this other guy to the UFC.
Yeah.
Versus like, this guy deserves to be in the UFC. And Connor Matthews is a very seasoned fucking guy. Not necessarily in the UFC, but like, he's good. And he knows what he's doing. He's very diverse in fighting styles. So I don't see any reason why this dude happens to beat him. He just got a great shot, a great lucky move. I'm not saying he's lucky, but like, the other dude was an asshole. He beat the asshole. Cool.
Yeah.
We're going to give you a shot. We're going to give you 10 grand.
Yeah. I mean, he's undefeated, so.
He's undefeated, but if you look at his record, it's against fucking bums. Obviously, the last fight he had was against a kind of a bum in a way. Connor Matthews for the win. Like, he knows what the fuck he's doing. This dude doesn't necessarily like. And again, like, I'm not putting what the other dude did on him, but like, he's not that great. So, and I think there's a good little money line on this particular fight because it is that.
Oh yeah, no,
That where Connor Matthews is like a good one to throw in like a parlay or just pick straight up. You know what I mean?
About that, yeah, pick him straight up just for the underdog value.
Exactly, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's where I'm at.
I got you.
Connor Matthews for the win, baby.
All right, all right. Moving on to a men's lightweight bout, we have Jared Gordon going up against Thiago Moises. We got Gordon coming in. They are 8-6 with 1 no contest in the UFC, 20-7 with that 1 no contest overall, and 2-2 with that 1 no contest in their last 5 fights. We got Moises coming in. They are 8-6 in the UFC, 19-8 overall, and 3-2 in their last 5 fights. I'm gonna be going with Gordon in this one by either decision or KO. I just feel like Gordon's just kind of like gonna be the smarter fighter, probably the more durable of the two, better gas tank. I'm not gonna say his grappling's better, but I think it'll be enough to just like, diffuse what Moises will try to, get accomplished down there. I think Gordon will have the slight edge in the striking, even though Moises, his striking is getting better. But yeah, I just think Gordon's going to be the better overall fighter. And the longer Moises lets him stick around, the more it's going to go in Gordon's favor. That's who I got.
Jared Gordon is not a bad pick, but it's not the right pick. Thiago Moises is definitely going to win this one. I think they're both very good all-around fighters. You know what I mean? Respectively. I think Thiago Moises lacks in the striking, but is slighter better in the grappling and wrestling arena.
Yeah.
So it's going to be one of those questions of is who's going to fight their fight, right? So Thiago Moises could, you know what I mean, decide, oh, I'm going to strike with Aaron or Jared Gordon and get starched.
I don't know about starched.
Well, you could lose. We'll say it that way, right? Or Jared Gordon is like, okay, I'm going to allow him to take me down, or we're going to get into that grappling exchange, and then Thiago Moises wins. This is a very interesting fight because, again, there's a slight edge on striking for Gordon, and there's a slight edge for Moises on grappling and wrestling. But I think the grappling and the wrestling wins in this particular fight, and I think Thiago Moises takes this one down.
Okay.
I'm trying to be humble, my boy. I don't know why you like just look at me like that. Like
I don't know trying to be humble about what? You think you've been doing well?
Oh, I'm doing fucking great.
Okie dokie. Whatever you say, bud. Moving on to another lightweight bout in the men's division. We got Matheus Camilo going up.
Anybody that thinks Cam is full of shit, go ahead and throw a fire in the chat.
We got Camilo coming in, making their UFC debut, 9-2 overall, and are currently riding a 6-fight win streak. We got Green coming in. They are 2-3 in the UFC. Come on, my guy.
Oh, my bad.
What's wrong with you, bro? Hey, Darren, if you're watching the show, bro, come on, my man.
Hey, Darren. We're in the middle of the show, bro.
Oh, my God. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, good. No, go ahead.
You watch it now on YouTube.
Yeah, jump on YouTube and jump on the chat because we're going to talk some shit.
All right, I got you.
All right. Bet. Nice. Peace. My bad, folks.
So, yeah. We got Green coming in 2-3 in the UFC, 11-5 overall, and 2-3 in their last 5 fights. I'm gonna be going with Green in this one. I don't know, just yeah. I'm going with Green. That's about that. That's my breakdown. I don't usually have crazy little, gloss over breakdowns like that, but in this one, yeah, I'm going with Green. That's it. UFC experience, that's what we're going to go with.
I agree with it, bro. To be honest with you, I really do agree with it. Like, I'm going to go with Gabe Green as well over fucking Matheus fucking Camilo. It just makes sense. He just more dangerous. Like, there's not really like a, how's that called? It's not a tangible thing about this fight that you're like, oh, this guy is this for this reason. It's heart. He has heart. He has heart. He has drive. He wants to win. He's going to win. Gabe Green for the win over fucking Matthias Camilo.
Yeah, no,
For sure.
Gabe Green's fought some good guys, and he's decent. You know, it's not great anywhere, but you know he's decent. And yeah, I don't know. I don't got much on this Camilo dude to really have anything to say, so I'm gonna just go with Green. Moving on to a men's featherweight bout. We got Julian Erosa going up against Mikizel Costa. We got Erosa coming in 9-7 in the UFC, 31-11 overall, and 3-2 in their last 5 fights. We got Costa coming in 4-2 in the UFC, 23-7 overall, and 3-2 in their last 5 fights. I'm gonna be going with Costa in this one by either decision or submission. I mean, both these guys are actually making pretty fast turnarounds. Costa, I believe, is fighting, I want to say, for maybe the 3rd time this year. And then Erosa, I know for sure.
This year. Like, that's crazy.
I know Erosa for sure the 2nd time this year, if not the 3rd time. But both of them didn't take much damage in their last fights. Costa, I think, is going to have the edge in the grappling and has good striking, and I just feel like he's operating on another level right now. Erosa is also on a nice little run, and he's doing really well. It's just like the age and just like, I guess, the wear and tear over time. Erosa definitely has some wear and tear, and you know he could outlast Costa, but I think Costa is the more dangerous fighter in this fight, as long as he doesn't, you know, start getting too ahead of himself, because Erosa's good at just kind of like sticking around and, you know, kind of outlasting dudes and out dogging them. But in this one, I'm gonna go with Costa.
Not a bad pick. Again, I want to fucking roast you. I always want to like be like crazy against you, but like Macau Costa could definitely fuck some shit up. Mm-hmm. Julian Rosa is definitely my fucking pick. You know what I mean? Like,
I think you are against me then.
I am against you. But it's not a bad pick. Like, there's a very big possibility that Macau Costa could win. But Julian Rosa is a fucking dog, and he bites his fucking heart out. He's got the cardio to fucking do it. They both are very well-rounded fucking fighters. Mm-hmm. The cardio is what wins it for me, to be honest with you. I think fucking Julian Rosa has better cardio than fucking Mikel Acosta.
He might.
And so, literally, that's where he wins for me.
Okay. No, I mean, this is probably one of the harder ones to call. Either one of these dudes literally just, you know, can basically turn the tables at any time. Mm-hmm. I've watched them do it, you know, on cats, and so, but yeah, I just had to go with Costa on this one. Moving on to a middleweight bout, we have Nursultan Ruzaboyev going up against Dustin Stoltzfus. We got Ruzaboyev coming in 3-1 in the UFC, 35-9 with 2 draws and 2 no contests overall, and 4-1 in their last 5 fights. We got Stoltzfus coming in, they're 3-5 in the UFC, 16-6 overall, and 3-2 in their last 5 fights. My pick's going to be with Ruzaboyev in this one by either decision or KO. They're just the all-around more threatening fighter. I would say more all-around just skilled fighter. Stoltzfus is good. Like, he has a little bit of power in his hands and some good wrestling. But he's proven, you know, he can be jawed and I just don't think he's gonna have an answer for Ruzaboyev. I feel like Ruzaboyev is just gonna be definitely the better striker and is definitely, like I said, gonna have the edge in the grappling. He's just gonna be the better overall fighter. But Stoltzfus, if Ruzaboyev lets him stick around, then there is the chance that, Stoltzfus could, pull something out in the end just to do the Ruzaboyev gassing out or something like that. But other than that, I think Ruzaboyev got this one in the bag.
Ruzaboyev's last name ends in a V. And his motherfucking country of origin ends in a stan. Ruzaboyev for the win. That's what I'm going to say. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Moving on to a lightweight bout, we have Sadiq Youssef going up against Myron Santos. We have Youssef coming in. They are 6-3 in the UFC, 13-4 overall. Damn, I didn't get their last 5 fights. Let's see what we got here. He's 2-3 in his last 5 fights. We got Santos coming in 2-0 in the UFC, 15-1 overall, and 4-1 in their last 5 fights. I'm going to be going with Youssef in this one by either decision or KO. I just think they're going to be the smarter fighter, more experienced at the UFC level. And, outside of just like getting caught with something flash by Santos, I just feel like, they're going to be able to control the pace, fight the fight that they want to fight, whereas Santos, is going to be looking for the finish, looking, to get this one done. And sometimes, that either looks like just him waiting to find that perfect shot, or it ends up just being, them swinging, overly, and eventually just Youssef being able to capitalize every time. So, my guy Darren, in the chat, definitely Santos has the knockout power, and that's what I'm saying. He'll be live for a finish at all times during this fight, but I just think Youssef is the better fighter, and he's going to just have the better technical striking and point fighting capability to just kind of keep this, at his pace. And if he's able to find a finish, he'll definitely get it, but most likely he'll be able to just take this to decision.
You're right, bro. Fuck, man. Like, I originally picked Santos. Mm-hmm. I originally did. But then you just picked up the, you showed when they have fought. Youssef hasn't fought since 2024. I'm not sure if you saw that.
No. I mean, he took a L his last fight, so he's probably just kind of on some recovery shit or whatever. He fought Diego Lopez, though.
He did. And, so this is kind of why I picked Youssef.
Sadiq Youssef.
Sadiq Youssef on this one. Because his fight losses are against Diego Lopez, Edson Barboza, you know what I mean? Very respectable fucking fighters. And then Don Shanus, I don't know who the fuck that is. Is he good? Is he dope?
To be honest, I don't know who the fuck that is either. Bro.
Okay. Funny as Alex Caceres, though, is good, though.
Yeah, Alex Caceres is good.
There's a solid-ass fucking fight. And then Arnold Allen, I do kind of know him, but I don't know that if he's good or not.
He's
but
a
I
top
know
competitor. He's in the top 10 of the fucking division.
So Homeboy has fought that versus Francis Marshall, trash, and then also not trash, but not great. Also a splitty.
Just an up and comer.
You know what I mean? Khan Ulef, you know what I mean? He won.
I don't know where the fuck you got what you just said, but whatever.
Rafael Barbosa. Decision, you know what I mean? And then Dan Argueta, you fucking lost. Somebody K'd you in the LFA. Dan Argueta's good. Don't get me wrong, but you got K'd, bro. in the LFA, my boy. Like, what the fuck is you even doing in the UFC? So, like,
shout out to my guy Matua in the chat.
It scares me. It scares me to believe that. Let's see, Matua, Arnold Allen is solid. He beat Yusuf. Yeah, we just said that shit. Oh, wait, did we say that shit? Maybe I said
Yeah,
that.
no, we were talking about.
Yeah, anyway, yeah.
He was just reiterating
I'm
that
going with
Arnold
Yusuf,
Allen is
though.
top competition.
Yusuf for the win, bro.
For sure.
Like,
all right, folks. Moving on to the co-main event of the evening. We got Paul Craig. All right, first off, it's a light heavyweight bout. We got Paul Craig going up against Rodolfo Bellato. We got Craig coming in. They're 9-9 with one draw in the UFC, 17-9 with that one draw overall, and 1-4 in their last 5 fights. We got Bellato coming in. They are 1-0 with one draw in the UFC, 12-2 with that one draw overall, and 4-0 with that one draw in their last 5 fights. I'm gonna be going with Bellato in this one by either decision or KO. I think, they're smart enough and, I mean, decent enough at the grappling to, I wouldn't say, like get into any long exchanges with Craig, but definitely can keep it on, exercise some takedown defense, keep it on the feet, and then be able to, find the finish, and tap Craig's chin. Or even, find, a position from up top, if Craig were to, get this to the ground, or if he tries to pull guard or some weird shit like that. And then Bellato just rains down punches from above. Cut Paul Craig and Bellato. This fight,
no, bro.
Bellato isn't going to be, fighting for any titles or anything like that. I don't even know if he'll even get into the rankings, but he puts on, exciting fights just like Craig. It's just that Craig's at the end of his rope now at this point. And
Craig might put down the fucking gloves, to be honest with you.
He might put him down, or he'll just find himself in another fighting org. Bellato, I just think that he'll either tap Craig's chin, or this will end up just being a boring fight where he just ends up in dominant positions, because really I don't think Craig has anything for him with the hands. And like I said, he'll either be pulling guard or he'll get it to the ground, but Bellato will be able to reverse position and or, just get back to his feet. So I'll be going with Bellato in this one.
I'm going with Bellato as well. This is going to be a fight that's going to be
Looks
finished.
Like the chat's
in the
going
second
with
round.
Bellato. Fucking
in the second round.
Darren.
Yeah. Second round. Bellato wins. Done. Wop, buck him up. You know what I mean? Just like me. You know what I mean? The way I fuck people.
Isn't Scotland who what we got? Doesn't Scotland got Chris Duncan? Isn't Chris Duncan Scottish? He's been doing well. There's some Scottish representation for you. Let's see here. Moving on to the main event of the evening.
Oh yeah, I'll let you go ahead and do that because you don't have the little shit.
Moving on to the main event of the evening.
There you go.
That was actually almost just like
close.
That shit.
Pretty close.
Okay, cool. I almost was like, damn, is he Scottish? I'm not sure. That name might be, one of those blue and white Jones. Anyway, let's see. So we got a welterweight matchup. We got Gilbert Burns going up against Michael Morales. We got Burns coming in 15-8 in the UFC, 22-8 overall. And they are currently, I want to say, how did I not get this in there? 2-3 in their last 5 fights. We got Morales coming in. They are 5-0 in the UFC, 17-0 overall. And my pick's going to be with Morales. I want to go with Burns. And, you would have caught me about 6 months to a year ago. I would have been like, nah, Burns still has it in the tank, or like, yeah, Burns has been
You've
bad.
been chewing him up.
You know, Burns has been bad, but he'll, you know, he ain't this bad. He ain't, you know, gatekeeper bad or, you know, launch pad a name off of his name type bad. You know, like he'll be good, but it has been proven that, you know, Burns, he might hang him up on this one, to be totally honest, unless he's like holding out for some type of Brazil card or something like that, or some bigger, you know, pay-per-view or something. This might be where he hangs it up at, is at the Apex, you know, against Michael Morales, depending on how he loses as well. It just hasn't been looking good for Burns. And to be totally honest, I'm not even going to say it's even like a matter of just physical capability or you know, skill set for skill set, who's better. I think Gilbert Burns has been beating himself in there here recently. And something that I've noticed is it's like he's durable and a dog, and he'll fight, you know, to the end. But what I've been noticing lately is just like it seems like he's mentally defeated, you know, either at a certain point when he's not able to get you out of there or when you've started to put it on him, you know, and then he just isn't able to, you know, dog it out all the way, you know. So I just feel like Gilbert Burns is starting to have some flashes of Herbert Burns in him. And
Or maybe fucking
it might be time for him to get
Mr.
up.
Burns.
Might be time for him to get up out of here. Whereas, and that hurts me to say. I don't even like saying that shit, but I just think Michael Morales isn't like he's one of them dudes where he's just working off of talent, raw talent. He's evolving, you know, day by day, fight by fight. He's getting better each time. His last outing, you know, he made, you know, a nice little work of Neil Magny, I believe, was his last bout. Yeah, you know, and that was, you know, got him with that spinning back elbow, I believe it was. And then yeah, just like went to the ground, finished him on the ground, TKO. But I don't know if that was a true test for him. I feel like if Burns is able to, you know, exercise some ground game, if Burns decides to just want to go in there and strike with him, I think Morales gets him out of there. If there's any sort of grappling that takes place in this bout, I think Burns might be able to pull it out on the ground or at least give Morales a true test and run for his money. But outside of that, I just feel like this is, you know, kind of like a show and prove fight, definitely for Michael Morales, one that he can win, but definitely probably his toughest test of his career. So I'll be
Absolutely
going
the
with
toughest
Morales.
test of his career. Gilbert Burns is a dope dog fighter. I fucking respect Gilbert Burns a lot. Do I think he's gonna win this one? Nope. No, I don't. Michael Morales has the ability to lose this one though, because he does gas. You know what I mean? Late second round, he is gassed.
Yeah, no,
Because he
that's what I'm saying.
carries, and I'll tell you why. Because he carries a lot of weight. Like he is he's a very muscular man. You know what I mean? No homo, but like he is fucking very
He's a
solid.
big welterweight.
Very big welterweight, and like, you know what I mean. All that muscle does suck your oxygen out of your body, and like it makes you gas. It creates lactic acid. You know what I mean in your muscles, and so there is a big possibility if Gilbert Burns does the veteran thing of just dragging this shit out, that Michael Morales gets his fucking ass beat.
Yeah, I mean,
Right? But Michael Morales is throwing bombs for literally uh, uh, the first round, the entire first round, throwing
yeah,
bombs.
super dangerous.
You know what I mean? Most of the second round, throwing bombs. Is Gilbert Burns going to be able to dodge those bombs and get away from them? That's a tough one. That's a tough one to call. You know what I mean? So that's why I've got to go with Michael Morales. Gilbert Burns is a great fighter.
Yeah.
Great, smart, high IQ fighter. Michael Morales is not a savant. I don't want to say that. He's a very talented.
He's one of these he's one of these new generation fighters, where they're coming out fucking, like good. Like he's a very good striker.
He's crazy talented. It's not that he's like talented. We're gonna find out if he has a dog in him. He's talented. He's created for fighting. Like his body structure is perfect for fighting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And he's young, right? If you're young, you know what I mean, got the fast twitch muscles, like you're ready to go. We'll see if that works out for him. I believe Michael Morales gets this one done, but there's a very, very, very good chance that fucking Gilbert Burns just outdogs him, out-veterans him, and he catches him now.
Yeah,
but Michael Morales for the win, for sure.
I think Gilbert Burns, like he can't try and go hand for hand with him until unless he finds himself in that second half of the second round going into the third round, then they'll start to be that turn of the tide, and then he'll be able to start, mixing it up with him. But early on, his game plan has to be grappling because Morales, I'm assuming, is working on that. I feel like, he's definitely working to become a all-around mixed martial artist. He knows that his striking's there, but he knows that his grappling
it's trash, bro.
It has to be better.
I've seen a couple of fights where he's got grappled. He's trash, bro.
But he has to know that that's a weakness and has to be working on it. And I've seen him make strides in that department too, at least to keep it on the feet.
Sure, but it doesn't mean that is he world class? Is he Gilbert Burns world class? Gilbert Burns is that good.
That's what I'm gonna get to. Is basically even though he might be trying to get those parts of his game up to par, it's not gonna be
Gilbert Burns level
in time for this fight to be at a Gilbert Burns level. So
for sure.
That's the thing, is he has to keep this on the feet, whereas and Gilbert Burns does have some good stand-up, so it's not like, he's just gonna...
He's no slouch,
not gonna,
by no means.
The way Gilbert Burns, is able to weather the storm on the feet is as long as he doesn't get baited into like a firefight. If he doesn't, decide, we're just gonna start swinging and stuff like how he does
Answer that
in
question,
certain
Cam.
fights. Oh, shit. I mean, I'd say Gilbert Burns.
Really?
Fuck yeah, bro.
Explain that.
Well, first off, it shows that he still has something in the tank. He puts away a young prospect. And, it keeps him relevant in the division to where, if he can string together a few wins, he could put himself back in the title picture. I don't think that he's there, though. Like, I've watched him over time literally come to terms with, like, where he's at in his career. And I think he knows, like, he's probably not going to get a title shot, anytime soon. And definitely, like, the lights go out entirely if he loses this fight. Michael Morales is basically just doing what he's supposed to do, like he'll have more to lose in this bout because he will then get fraud checked basically in a sense, and also just like it'll just like when it'll take the shine off basically. Like right now he's shiny new toy, and Gilbert Burns makes him not look good, then it's just kind of like, oh, okay, well, he either has some time that he needs to develop,
or he's Bo Nickel, nigga. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
that's you can still get some mileage out of him, and he could still,
eight or two. Eight fight or two.
This could be an early adversity, and then he uses that and becomes a whole new fighter from this.
No,
but
not usually though.
I feel like it'll be worse for him to lose this fight than it will be for Gilbert Burns.
Gilbert Burns is an old dude. Okay. I think it could be a great fight for Gilbert Burns. If Gilbert Burns bucks up Michael Morales, Gilbert Burns is like not on a fast track necessarily, but like he's in there. He's good. Michael Morales beating up Gilbert Burns, you're right. I think he does get a little bit of a headway. You're probably right. My bad. Yeah. I guess I was just saying the same thing.
Basically it's like this. Gilbert Burns is supposed to lose this fight, whereas Michael Morales is supposed to win this fight.
Yeah.
So either if the flip side happens on either end, that it's like upset city. You know what I mean?
So this is the way I would say. If Gilbert Burns wins, it's good for the fighter. If Michael Morales wins, it's good for the UFC.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, that's a perfect way to put it, for sure. Real quick in the chat, Matua, he says Morales got good takedowns. So,
no, he don't, man.
He's seen some things that we haven't seen. There's a lot of traffic getting to the title for 170. Oh, yeah. I mean, right now, even like Muhammad, he's not getting an immediate rematch.
Mm-hmm.
And the amount of fight, it took him like 10 fights, like 10 fight winning streak for him to get a title shot. He had to make himself undeniable.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So I think that yeah, I mean, you got guys like that who will be your measuring stick going forward just to get to the title. You know, he may not be vying for a title anytime soon, but now you got to go through a Bilal Muhammad to fucking get to the title. On top of a Sean Brady and a motherfucking, Ian Gary and all these Carlos Pratis. You know, you got to go through, and I see that happen.
Pratis is my dog, bro.
I feel like
also, let me just say for a second, interjection. Carlos Pratis, that's my fucking spirit animal.
Man, that nigga got fraud checked.
I don't give a fuck about that shit. This nigga is
don't got no. Nib, some of the best. Ain't never seen somebody some of the best takedown defense I've ever seen to not do shit afterwards when you're on the feet, where that's supposed to be your bread and butter. Has the nigga dead to rights at the end of the fight and couldn't finish it off. Literally disengages and lets him up off of the ground. Fucking ridiculous. I'm mad at Carlos Pratis right now. I get where you're coming from. And, the aura, I fucks with Carlos Pratis, but right now, that fool got fraud checked. I can't fuck with him right now.
Cool. Fuck you, nigga.
So yeah, to sum it all up, me and bro are going with Morales. You got any, that concludes our picks and predictions portion of the show. You got any parlays?
You asked the parlay god if he has parlays. Is that what you just did?
That's what I just did.
You just fucking did that, huh?
Sure did. All right, well, I guess I'll go since you fucking want to take forever. I'm going to go with a base 3 on this one. I'm going to go with Park, Ruzaboyev, and Bellato. If you want to spice things up, you can go ahead and throw Mike Morales in there. If you want to get extra spicy, you can throw Sadiq Youssef on top of that. And if you want to shit your pants on the night, you can go ahead and put a Luana Pinheiro on top of that real quick. Who you got? This fool still ain't picked no motherfucking parlays yet. Bro.
Shut up. Who the fuck are you talking to, bro?
I'm talking to you, nigga.
Who the fuck are you talking to like that?
I'm talking to you, nigga.
Are we talking to motherfuckers
you ain't done
Who's the best picker on the channel?
Probably you for right now, but I'm telling you, bro. It's been
sick of this shit, bro.
It's not looking good. There you go. Parlay dude.
Who said that? Who the fuck said that? Who the fuck said that? Fucking Darren? Fuck you, Darren. You hear it? No, I ain't got to put it in the chat. Fuck you, Darren. I'm not the fucking parlay dude. The goddamn parlay god.
Park is tricky, so you could, if you didn't want that for your base, you could probably move like someone like Morales into that spot on a base level, or you could find an entirely different entry and possibly go with like no, that's about it, bruh. Everything else is too much up in the air. So, yeah.
Shit is low ball.
I would say probably, that Park pick is the most iffy out of the three on a base level. But definitely the Pinero pick. If you're going for that full shit your pants parlay, bruh, like that shit right there. That fight, just in general, I think is gonna set me apart on the tracker heavily.
All right, I got my picks.
All right, let's go.
Okay. First pick, Moises.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Then we're gonna go Rusaboyev.
Rusaboyev.
Oh, did I say it wrong?
No, you got it right.
The fuck? Like, what the fuck?
Anyway. Worry about your picks, nigga, not me. How about that?
Yusef. Mm-hmm. Okay. Bellato. And if you want the let's make the fucking money pick, we throw the Morales one in there.
Run him back real quick.
That's a 5-1. You know what I mean?
Run him back.
Okay. I'm going to fucking run it back. Moises.
Mm-hmm.
Rusaboyev.
Mm-hmm.
Yusef.
Mm-hmm.
Bellato.
Mm-hmm.
Morales.
Okay.
The fuck? Like,
we got Matua. They said they got Luano losing. Pinero. I mean, I can't be mad at you on that one. He got Moises losing. I agree with you on that one. Rusaboyev winning for sure, and Yusuf catching a body for sure. Definitely. Let's see here. Well, yeah. I mean, see here. Outside of that, make sure that you check out the UFC predictions tracker. See how we stack up against the rest of the field this week. We haven't been having the graphics and all that stuff, so the record, I don't have that on the top of my head with me and him on the last. I think the last card, me and him went even 7-5. I think that's what we did.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did, bro.
Well, I mean, you guys can have.
I don't think you don't even know like that.
You know what? I do know like that. You bitch ass motherfucker.
All,
like, I'm tired of this shit, bro.
We don't got the card.
Fuck
we
that.
don't got the on the year statistics, and we don't got the overall just from the time we started this channel. But
overall, I'm dope, bro.
He's up on me, I know, on 2025 possibly.
Also 2024.
And all time, which is
like
whatever.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But he's been losing these cards here lately. I've been keeping us
afloat. Whoa.
Yeah. You don't even know, bro. So calm it down.
You're crazy, my dog.
Anyway,
you're hilarious. You think? Okay, I'm gonna look at the last card right now, bro. I'm looking at it right now.
Anyways, just make sure that you check us out, though. We've been kind of middle of the field here recently. We haven't had nothing, too crazy in these last couple of cards. But I'm looking to, turn things around in this card. And yeah, so make sure you check out our guy, UFC Predictions Tracker. Super dope channel. Really helps let you know who you should be checking out in this YouTube space as far as picks and predictions.
1, 2, 3, 4,
let's see.
5, 6, 7.
This motherfucker over here. Let's see here, y'all. Round Robin knows. I mean, I used to do the round robins. I used to, and all that shit. But really, I just go with the parlays. I low-key got a gambling problem, so I try to just keep my shit, moderate.
No, we didn't do that shit. You know what I mean? I bet them shit straight up. Yeah, my man's right. We're 7-5. We're both right there. But we still I still fucking won the card.
Yeah,
I still made
I told
money.
You, little hoe ass nigga. I don't know why you would fucking disagree with me. I'm I'm literally this whole universe fucking exists because of me right now, bro. This idea of this show was a concept a little over a year and some change ago, bro, and now it's here. 59 episodes fucking later, we'll be doing our 60th episode come next week for the Blanchfield and Barber card, which, spoiler alert, I'm going with Macy Barber on that one. And yeah, so like I said, check us out, UFC Predictions Tracker. Make sure that you follow us, or no, actually, make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. Make sure that you follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Bros Talk MMA. You can follow me on both those platforms at UTICA, UTICA _SME. You can follow my brother at
R1.Mason at Instagram only if we have an OnlyFans or OnlyPants. My bad. Oh shit. We're gonna get this credit, whatever. OnlyPants or Cornhub. Cornhub. You know what I mean? Or like, you know what I mean?
Shit.
A Yatcher cake.
Shout outs to the chat. It's always better, especially with these live joints when we got the chat involved. What are y'all's thoughts on Bilal losing the title? Talked a lot of shit.
Trash shit.
Probably didn't grapple as much as he should have. And like for real, he probably will never. Him and Leon Edwards will probably never see the title again. And at most, probably got maybe some fight night main event against each other, and then that's about it. It's tough. It's tough, man. There's a lot going on at welterweight, like my guy Matua said. And yeah, outside of that, we're back to 12 fight fucking cards again. So not much wiggle room if you start losing fights in terms of picks and shit like that.
What's so funny? We did talk about like the 15 fight cards going down to 13s, and that shit happened for like what, 3 weeks or something like that.
You had some decent,
packed
up
made
cards.
so much sense, right? And they stopped it, so it is what it is.
Let's see. Bilal's best fight yet wasn't a boring fight at all. Nah, not a boring fight. Just I don't know. I think that I think he was getting ahead of himself. I don't necessarily want to say he was looking past Jack.
Yep. But he was. He was. Like, Bilal was feeling himself. Like, I'm not sure. He didn't like Conor McGregor, right? He wasn't getting like head on a boat. But he felt like, I'm fucking Bilal Muhammad. No one's going to fucking get past me type shit.
Yeah, well,
when you can't do that in the fight game.
He was undefeated, leading up, on a super stupid streak leading up to, getting the title.
See what Darren said?
He didn't have the same fighter. He didn't look like the same fighter that handled Edwards. Yeah, no, for sure.
Not at all.
For sure.
Not at fucking all.
Not at all. No, So I feel bad for dude. I was rooting for Bilal. I've met Bilal in person. He's a funny ass dude. Super cool personality. Really likes to interact with the fans, whether they love him or hate him. But
choke him down, bro. Jesus Christ, bro.
Bruh, you're fucking ridiculous, bruh. Fucking whatever, man. Whatever, dog. I can get with that. He was definitely feeling himself. He got the stats to back it up. He wanted to prove that he can stand with the best. That's really where he went wrong,
Yeah.
You don't stray away from what got you to the big show in the first place. Choking down is crazy. Oh, shit. No, I think so too. I don't appreciate that at all. Definitely. That's too wild. He's a Dagestani on the weekends, and that's the thing is he should have just got that shit to the ground, especially when they're dry, which probably sounds crazy too. Get it to the ground, bruh, and just should have just fucking TKO or just dominate, find the submission, like it didn't need to go that way.
Yeah.
And like I said, like he's not getting an immediate rematch, and he's gonna have to win like another fucking 5 to 10 fights to fucking get back in the title picture.
Sure.
Like I said, I got Barber in the next main event. And outside of that, unless y'all got anything else, whether it's in the chat or if you got anything.
Hey, bros. Like, actually, in the chat, tell me my bad picks. I want to hear that. If anybody wants to do it, like I want to hear it. And then we can we'll all fight about it. Like not fight it like actual physical fight about it, but like we can talk about it back and forth.
Man, no one gives a shit about your picks, let alone your shitty ones. They just came here for me, bruh.
You're a piece of shit, bro.
I need to get the numbers for the last 3 or 4 cards, bro, because you're talking like you've been doing something, and you've actually been doing ass here lately. I'm pretty sure.
Bro, we literally tied on the last card. We're like, that's crazy work.
Moises might be the pick I can challenge you on. That's what I'm saying, bro. Dude, he actually, Moises looked good in his last fight. I ain't gonna lie. But history shows that he's really only good.
You want to bring up all the money you lost me? You know what? Fuck you, Darren. Like, bro. I also won a lot of money. Yeah, and you also didn't bet with that Darren. Like, you didn't bet me, bro.
Down, my G. Yeah, Moises, outside of the ground game, like I said, he looks like he's getting his striking up the code, or whatever, and it's all right, but I don't know. I think Jared Gordon, should just be able to just fight a smart fight. That's really what it comes down to.
Fucking Danny Gay. Fuck that pussy. Yeah, he did. He killed it. He killed it. He fucking killed it, bro. Like, he wasn't supposed to, though, bro. He fucking wasn't supposed to. You're fucking right, bro. I'm not mad at, I'm mad at it, but, I'm not mad at you for, bringing that shit up. I get it. I'll take my L's as they come. No, let's take the L's. I'll take the L's. You know what I mean? Nobody gives a fuck about your picks. So no one's gonna bring up a pick you made even.
Let's go, Dan.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
You made a Danny Gay pick?
Thank you, Dan. No, if you know, you know. We want picks. Fucking shout out Angelo. Fucking thank
Coming
you.
down, Limo.
Thank you, Dan.
We ain't trying to talk to you no more.
You don't know nothing about that, bro.
Darren.
Whatever, my G.
My bad on the Danny Gay pick. Who else has a pick that they want to talk some shit to me about or be mad about? It's fine. I do feel bad about that one because I didn't do that one. I should have done that. Danny Gay do. What did Danny Gay do? Well,
I think he fucking won when he wasn't supposed to.
He fucking won, yeah. When I didn't bet on him.
I still got faith. Hey, don't lose faith in me, Darren. I do very well. In fact, if you ask, I think
I'm the fucking most winning motherfucker on this shit.
I was 12th best predictor on the entire fucking UFC predictions channel.
I'm fucking sick of this shit.
And I think he has me listed as one of
you got a little green shit?
One of the top underdog predictors.
Are you green?
He didn't put.
You're not green, huh?
He didn't.
No, you ain't green. Nobody gives a fuck
about
that shit. You ain't green, bro.
Pretty sure
it is color colored.
He won when Ray said he wasn't gonna. See? Yeah. I know that happened. I'm pretty sure that I picked against Ige because I know better. Or wait.
No. Oh, see? You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, bro.
Forget which fight that was.
Yeah. Fucking tuck your pussy in.
Good, bro. I got a lot going on,
bro.
Tuck
your coochie in, bro.
I don't get to just go home and fucking, jerk my meat fucking like you do, my G. I fucking have to, do other things, around this show.
I'm trying to look wild, bro.
Anyway, my G, you got anything else?
All right. I'll close it out.
Makachev versus Topuria. Or no, Makachev versus fucking Jack Della Maddalena is probably next up now. He's going to move up. He vacated his title.
Yeah. They're going to do that shit real quick, too.
He's going to vacate the title, go fight Jack Della Maddalena. And then for the vacant title, you got Charles Oliveira going up against Topuria. I got Oliveira beating Topuria. And I got fucking... I got Della Maddalena beating fucking Makachev.
I'm going to say this.
Yeah, you heard it here first. You heard it here first.
Cam's a bitch ass nigga. I don't want to fucking really even like be on the show with this nigga. Because I already knew what I was going to do.
Give us a guarantee pick on this card.
Oh, the guaranteed pick. Give me a second.
Buckley or Usman? Oh, man.
Bellato is the guaranteed
I'm going to go
pick.
with Usman.
Bellato.
Bellato's your guarantee of the night?
Of the night.
I can respect that. I can respect that. Kind of easy, but I can respect that.
Well, fuck you, nigga. Like, fuck this man, man. Like, I'm...
Who you got, Buckley or Usman?
On what? On the next card?
Just, yeah, when they face each other.
Buckley or Usman? Give me a second. Gotta, like, walk around for a second. Usman. We're talking about, like, a technical fighter that's a decision machine in Buckley versus Usman. In my opinion, I don't know, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, man, you know me, I'm setting this shit down.
Someone's going potty again. Anyway, and then also I got Merab beating O'Malley for a second time.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to be going with Juliana Pena to beat fucking Kayla Harrison for the women's bantamweight title. So far, those are my early predictions on some of those fights. They may change. You never know. Matua said he respects the Bellato guarantee.
What?
What's up?
Somebody's talking shit.
He said the battle of the fucking tiny calves. He's talking about Buckley and Usman. Some real shit.
What?
Battle of the tiny calves. I'm with Juliana too. I feel you. Yeah, Pena for the win. I know. But I don't know. So far, from what I've seen, I just don't see really what Harrison brings to the table outside of some judo.
Harrison's trash, bro.
And just trying to freaking,
Harrison is mad trash, bro.
Just control you on the ground.
Like,
Pena's going to make it dirty.
Okay,
Pena
so Harrison is like more of like a...
Is not like the illest fighter either, but she's going to make it dirty.
But Harrison, in my opinion, is like a hyped fighter, like a WWE fighter. She's like, I want to say Ronda Rousey, but she's not Ronda Rousey because Ronda Rousey actually has the judo. She's just big.
She's supposed to be a better judo practitioner than Ronda.
She's not though. She's absolutely not, bro.
I don't know that. I like Pena as a person. I don't think the skill set is there. She's good on the mic and a great ambassador for the sport. Yeah, no, and I feel you. I'm not a fan of her really as a person. I could see her being annoying as fuck on a personal level, but the skill set, yeah, I don't think she's she is a scrappy fighter. She's almost like this is gonna sound wild. She's like the Dricus Duplessis of her fucking division in women's fighting. And I'm not saying from like a skill set standpoint either, or like even a winning standpoint, because Dricus gets it done. But it's like that unconventional style that's not supposed to work. Like for instance, she was not supposed to beat Amanda Nunes. And of
No,
course,
not at all.
you combine the fact that Nunes probably didn't take her seriously, probably didn't train that hard, and just thought, probably overlooked her, heavily. But if you combine that with the fact that friggin' Pena just made it dirty and drew Nunes into her kind of a fight, and then it just worked out for her. Granted, second time they got at it, that shit was a beating, but that's basically what I'm trying to get at, is just like she has a style that's not supposed to work, that if she's able to fucking bait you in, it can work, you know. Pena can take more punishment for sure. Like Turner, yeah, nah, for sure, definitely. I feel that. And that's the thing. She's gonna stick around. She's gonna keep marching forward. So outside of and she likes to grapple. She might present some surprises to Harrison on the ground. Harrison is gonna have to be, basically she's gonna have to bully her for 3 rounds, and I don't know if Harrison's gonna have the gas tank and the dog in her to be able to just, basically keep her muscle down on the ground for 3 rounds or up against the fence. Eventually, she's gonna have to throw some hands, or I don't know, like it's going to turn into some grappling exchanges. It's not just going to be her controlling for 3 rounds. I think she depletes her body heavily to get to this weight class just so that she can have a shot at UFC gold. And, they're fast tracking her to the title, and I don't know. I think this could just be one of those ones where she gets exposed. Let's see here. Kayla is definitely hyped. That gold medal from the Olympics is getting her a lot of action. Yeah, and I mean, like, she didn't come out of PFL fucking, unscathed. Like, she lost at that level. So, I mean, I don't know. I see something. We'll have to see how it all plays out. But what's good, bro? You got any
saying something. Go
got any
ahead.
parting words? What are the women you want to see? Is that what it is? I mean, it's kind of slim pickings right now, to be totally honest. Really, it's like strawweight and flyweight division is probably the more exciting. Flyweight's probably the most exciting division right now.
They need to bring it down a big girl division.
I don't think there's enough competition.
There is, though.
I don't think there is.
Like, just get some big girls out there. Like, not big girls. Like when I say big girls, I'm not saying like fat girls.
They can't even fill out the 145 division with enough talent to keep that division alive.
But they should, though.
Get no big girls. You want to just watch, this fucking for a bunch of fucking fights, or do you want to actually watch, fucking world-class athletes at a women's level fucking actually fight?
Bro, you just watching shit on
like, that's the truth though, bruh. He said, yeah, need some big studs in there.
Stud it up.
160
Stud it
up, he said.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. Like, show us some studs, bro. Like,
I'm dead, bro. Oh,
studs be trying to beat up dudes, bro. Like, get it. Stud it up.
Let's see. Clarissa Shields boxes around 165, but you saw her when she did MMA. She's trash, bro. Freaking, if she gets taken to the ground, she's not all that great. Stud it up. The only one, who do you got? You got, what is her name? Gabrielle Garcia, chick who went up against Craig Jones. Fucking big ass fucking. That chick looks like fucking Goro. That fucking scary ass bitch, bro. That shit is no joke, bro. She ain't no joke. But let's see here. Gotta give Clarissa some grace though. Nah, for sure. I give her some grace. I mean, she's a boxer, and she still gave it a go, and she actually won. So, no, not taking anything away from her, but I mean, yeah, I mean, you need some
relationship.
you need some all around
Really
fucking
fucking dirty shit, bro.
MMA fighters. It's hard for a woman to maintain that type of weight. This thing is wild.
Bro, he's out here tripping.
Yeah, he lost a lot of muscle. She kind of look alright. I'm dead, bruh. Yeah, bruh. See, it's always better when the chat's involved. I thought we were going to have a chat last week, and that shit was crickets. I was dead. I was like, we'll save any comments for a chat after the show. Ray was like, nah, bro, we'll answer them. We didn't get shit. But anyways, folks, I think we're going to wrap this one up. This has been another episode of Bros Talk MMA. I'm your host, Utica, undeniably the illest cat around, a.k.a. Mr. Make This Pick Real Quick. I'm here with my bro host extraordinaire.
Hold up.
Oh,
I ain't fucking ready yet. I don't have to be ready yet. You know why? Because I'm the winningest host on this channel. Right?
For now.
You remember that?
For now. For now. You got something to say, nigga? Come on, man. Damn. Over here fucking dead-ass air and shit. So you can make your ASMR fucking slurp sounds and fucking microphones. Fucking old fucking slurp party over here. Fucking weird ass nigga.
I am. RayBuck, Mr. Chuckle Jordan, Mr. Give Me My Crown. Hand me my belt. Mr. Rey Mysterio Jr. The best. The best ever. The best has ever done it. The best that ever will do it. Morning, what was that? Moaning that my beer way.
Oh, no. Let's make some money this weekend. Basically, he's just saying no one wants to hear you fucking go balls deep in your beer, bro. Fucking eat your beer out.
Fuck that shit, yo.
His real name is Debortion. God damn.
What?
Debortion. All right, y'all. You got anything else?
Hey, fuck that guy. What?
Can't wait to make 6 figures off this card. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. I got some fucking investments to make. Well, folks, with that being said, we wish y'all nothing but the best. Happy betting this weekend. And until the next time, we out.
Bet with your homie, though. You know what I'm doing.
Don't bet with this guy. Don't bet with him.
Bet with me. You know
Don't
what it
bet
is.
with this guy.
Nah, don't
right
let this
here.
motherfucker turn this shit off and not know that.